This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the basket by VanVleet.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Pass to Collins. Back to Young. Now here's Collins. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Ooh, that's a sly little play as Trae Young gets inside and slips past the D.
Now Barnes. Going inside. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
And when you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
VanVleet with it. Picked up by Collins.
Rocky foul. Called on. John Collins. His first. Team's first.
VanVleet, the pass to Barnes. Back to VanVleet. And here's Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. Shot clock at 3. Kicks it out to Barnes. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
So it's Toronto now, following the score by Atlanta. Here's Pirtle, and he buries his first look.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Young with it. VanVleet covering for 3. Outside Hunter. Collins inside, guarded by VanVleet. Young can't hit. The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking to dunk it home.
Murray from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
They get it back. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Young.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Now here's Hunter. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Young. 5 on the clock. Counted from distance.
Yeah, Trey's not going to pass up a shot like that.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Pirtle finds Anunoby. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Pirtle. Shoots over Capella. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Murray. To the paint. Collins outside. It's stolen by Pirtle. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barnes. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Shooting for Toronto, Scotty Barnes. One side.
The Hawks trailing. Outside Young. Pass to Murray. Outside Hunter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot, and Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
And both free throws good for Hunter. Siakam outside. Drives to the hoop. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. And it's Young in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Collins against Siakam. The kick out to Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Collins with the rebound. Outside Hunter. Pass to Capella. Outside Hunter. Murray for 3. That shot off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Collins passes to Capella. Collins against Siakam. Oh, and it's Collins. That time on the assist by Capella.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Inside. Stolen by Capella. And now the Hawks on the break. The 11-footer. Again, Atlanta.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Young against Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Excellent D there from Capella.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Second chance shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. And Young has made a huge difference in their production. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Just now entering his prime, Ali. Thank you. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But, Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Van Vliet, the pass to Achua. Tipped. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Here's Forrest. And he throws it down with one hand.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the inside, Siakam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's the pick. Oh, trying his luck from deep. They get it again. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Griffin. It's tipped. Now Van Vliet. 6 points for him. Achua passes to Van Vliet. Off the mark there with a three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Griffin outside. Here's Forrest. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Atlanta gets it back. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Well, Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair. And you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their
32.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Jakob Poeltl.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Now a timeout called by Toronto.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Hold the right strings. That's what they love to do.
The Raptors with a lead. You know, before they moved to Atlanta, the Hawks had a lot of playoff success. They made the NBA Finals 4 times in their first 12 years, and they won a championship ring.
Yeah, recent years haven't been as kind, but they're getting back in the mix there, and it's been a half century since they've gotten to the finals. They have some special players on this team, and the Hawks fans are really desperate to see them compete at that level.
So for Toronto right now, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. And it's Achua in at center.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
High post Young. He's got 5. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, with Trae Young, he almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. It's like he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Well, Grant, as you said with Young, he's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Yeah, B.A. Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
Barnes passes to Achua. Good on the shot. And the Raptors lead by 10.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside Hunter. Here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
Van Vliet, the pass to Achua. Pass to Barnes. Here's Trent. Shot clock at 5. Misses the layup. Outside Murray. Now here's Capella. And here's Collins. Out to the right wing. Murray from outside. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Siakam. Trent with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Siakam, the pass to Trent. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Here's Young. 6 points for him. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And yep, it's good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Toronto calls time here.
Raptors timeout. Make some noise for Peter.
Hurdles checked in for Toronto. Anunoby comes in for Trent. For Toronto, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Van Vliet. What a terrific move that is. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Young against Van Vliet. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
The next step for Trae Young is just having that ability to focus on the defensive end and make some impact plays there. I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
Anunoby passes to Poeltl, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 10.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Outside Murray, 3-pointer. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
And look, this guy, BA, has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in 2 guys defensively, and he'll find the option that's open.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Barnes, no good. Atlanta's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
The Raptors have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Siakam with a screen on Hunter. Barnes passes to Siakam. That shot is off. Hunter with some nice D. Outside Young. Lets it fly. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Young's got 12 points in the game.
And Young not a stranger to nights like this where he's putting up big numbers.
And Siakam with the slam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And Young, here we go, rejected by Barnes. They retain possession. Collins, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Young from long range, and it's Young again missing.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Van Vliet misses. And for Atlanta, they're shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. And here's Collins for three. Drops in the three. Collins has got his third bucket of the night.
How about that? Getting better and better from distance, John Collins, with a nice shot there.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Toronto calls time here. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He spoke to his club like they were down in the sport. He told them, quote, "We haven't won anything yet. Don't go easy. We've had all the leads like this, and we've seen them evaporate quickly." Coach bringing the urgency. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Hunter is the three with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5, rolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be a second foul of the game. Young against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Up top, Young. The 3 ball. Pass to Hunter. Knocked away. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Murray. The 3 is up. And they'll get another chance. Collins, left side. Goes back up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Van Vliet outside to the inside. Stolen by Collins. Capella, pass to Murray. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Siakam. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You can see the length come into play whether Siakam's facing up. Or back to the basket.
That free throw misses. Second free throw, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Murray can't get that one to fall. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
There's Young with the three. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And he gets the bucket. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Collins, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Pirtle. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Sometimes you just don't have somebody on your roster to match up with the type of player that John Collins is.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Young, the pass to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
The big man coming through. Collins delivering. That's the big fella.
Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
Well, unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
The Hawks leading. Outside Young. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Achua passes to Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Capella.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 2 here. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Collins outside. Pass to Hunter. It's stolen by Barnes. Siakam against Hunter. Back to Siakam. Achua with it. The kick out to Van Vliet. Siakam with it. 6 on the shot clock. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Murray passes to Young. Pass to Hunter. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Here we go. Achua with it. Picked up by Collins.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a lead.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
Outside Young. Takes it inside. Cash.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Big-time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
Outside Young. The three. And buries it from deep.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Pulls it to force OT. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this
when you think. With both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
So the New York starting five. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Hart, and it's Robinson in at the center position. Now here's Brunson. After the miss from John Collins. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. Down low, Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And Young kicks to Capella. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total with one playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
Hart the pass to Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Collins. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently, and I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
And they'll get another chance. Hunter dishes to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. Hunter, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Barrett kicks to Randall. Brunson against Hunter. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray, the pass to Young. Launches it. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
So smooth shooting the rock. Young trusts his shot from any distance.
Randall a screen on Young. Brunson kicks to Randall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hart finds Barrett. Randall from outside. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, I'm talking about big things in the future.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Murray looking around. The pass to Young. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. right at home in the paint at the rim. They have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
Out to the right wing. .107 left here in the opening quarter. New York, no good that time either. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Young for three. It's rebounded by New York. Randle left side. And Brunson has it in the corner. Trae Young grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 4. Kicks it to Capella. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Collins. Off target at the rim.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Robinson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They're up by 4.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Toppin. Emmanuel quickly out there with Rose. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. Now here's Griffin. He kicks it to Okongwu. Toppin with the double team. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. There's a good screen. Quickly the pass to Hartenstein.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. You know, Doris, I feel for guys like Emmanuel quickly. The college tournament canceled his final season.
And that's brutal. You can never replace the excitement of March. But Quickly is starting a long NBA career at last. That 2020 tournament cancellation ended a lot of college basketball careers.
Now, here's Quickly. To the wing on the left. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch and shoot triples made in the NBA.
Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got his first 2 points of the night. Ray, you were talking about how Bey is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Okongwu, the pass to Forrest. Can't connect from short range. The Knicks leading by 6. Pass to Toppin. And it's Forrest with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Passes it to Okongwu. He kicks to Okongwu. Pass to Forrest. Makes it off the glass. Forrest has got 4 this quarter. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Here's Forrest following the score by Derrick Rose. Okongwu, the pass to Forrest. And there's the drive. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
Yeah, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Atlanta has possession following the score by New York. There's a screen by Robinson. Brunson with a clean look. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. Hart kicks to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And both free throws good for Brunson. The Hawks trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Young. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Here's Brunson driving inside.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young's shot is off.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
There it finds Hart. Here's Randall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Randall's got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
And so that's the end of the first half. Knicks lead by 12. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of it.
23.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 9 points. It's good from long range. Hunter's got 5 now.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Brunson kicks to Randall. Off target from outside. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The pass to Young. Shoots over Brunson. Young's shot is off.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
That one goes in. Brunson's got his third basket of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Young for 3. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Hart, wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 11.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Here's Young from the arc. Again, Young missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Randall outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 8 rebounds in this game. Inside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And they're moving it up. Hunter kicks to Young, looking to end his cold spell, and that one goes long.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now, here's Barrett. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 6. Randall uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now Barrett after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Robinson kicks to Brunson. Randall a screen on Young. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Collins. Randall no good. For Atlanta, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Young drives in, up and in on the layup. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
New York calls timeout.
You know what to do, right? Make some noise. Fans, make some noise for your A-team.
The Knicks leading by 11. Now here's Brunson. 9 points in the game so far. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Capella. Young dishes to Collins. Back to Young. From outside the arc. Again, Young missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Here's Young. Bucket is good. Young's got 12 in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Randall no good. The Hawks trail by 11. Collins finds Young. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Outside Robinson. Here's Brunson. Off target with his 3. Young from deep three-point range. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Brunson. Randall outside. It's Hart on the wing. Let's go. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Young, and there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And on the drive, Young can be so sudden. The defense barely gets a chance to react.
Three-pointer, Randall. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Collins. Young outside. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Now here's Brunson. Outside for Randall. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight. Brunson against Young. Capella sets a screen for Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Outside for Randall. And that one drops for him.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now, here's Capella. Young looking around. Capella with a screen on Barrett. Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Now, here's Barrett. Randall with a screen for Brunson. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Young for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Barrett. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Young pass to Murray. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Young against Brunson. Launches a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Now here's Brunson. In the corner, it's Robinson. Back to Brunson. Randall outside. Lets it go from deep. Hunter grabs the miss. Stolen by Robinson. And he banks in the lane. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Young with no one around. He can't get that one to fall. So New York will take it the other way. Pass to Hart. Fires from the wing. Rebound Atlanta.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And an intentional foul right there. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Jacks up a 3. Randall grabs the board. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Now Murray. From deep 3-point range, no good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.
fun tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And now the opening lineup for New York. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Barrett in at the 3. Brunson against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. And Siakam with the slam.
Big man playing big. Once Siakam gets it there, it's a done deal.
Outside Brunson. Left side Robinson. No good. And Toronto will come the other way. Here's Anunoby. And that one is stuffed right through.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim. You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria, Jakob Poeltl, is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped him real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they? Barrett passes to Randall. Just over a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to Barrett. Clock at 6. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Barrett with it. Siakam covering for 3. Randall. Toronto grabs the miss. You know, Poeltl's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops, but the game is growing there because of Jakob Poeltl. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
Poeltl with the bucket.
Really nice work. Poeltl going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Now Brunson. Stolen by Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. To the paint. Siakam, that's good.
This is where Siakam is comfortable operating from. He loves going to work in the paint.
Outside Brunson. Randall outside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Greg.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's Brunson from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And there's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from Van Vliet. Siakam's got 6 points.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Here's Brunson. He takes it in. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Graham.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor. Solid shooting threat from outside and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense. Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of a team.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Poeltl. He capitalized on that one.
Randall inside, working on Siakam. And it's Randall with the jam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized forward.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Poeltl grabs a miss. The Raptors have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Siakam with it, hard covering. That one is off. So New York will take it the other way now. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Brunson against Van Vliet. Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Pirtle. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Anunoby. Robinson with a steal. Outside Brunson. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Oh, deflected. Robinson with a steal. Now Brunson. There's the triple. New York, no good that time either. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
For such a young player, it's impressive to see how well Barnes can read the floor and make plays for others.
It's all tied in Toronto, and we'll get this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors, you dancing.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So on the floor for New York. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. Now here's Randall. Second shot opportunity. And there's a nice layup by Robinson.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Shot's good by Hart. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for New York?
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And great defensive pressure so far, forcing the offense to make mistakes and taking the ball away. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Now here's Hart, screen by Robinson. Hart goes in. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jakob Pirtle. Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
The 3 from Barnes. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now. Randall left side. Outside Brunson. Lets the 3 fly, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Back to Van Vliet. Inside. Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Speed and power on display from Barnes on that dunk.
Outside Hart. Randall, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Hart. Back to Randall. Crafty move. The kick out to Brunson. Randall on the screen. To the right side. 5 to shoot. Barnes with the rebound.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for New York. Now here's Van Vliet. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Barnes. It's wide right, hits off the rim. New York has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Rose. No good on the shot. Siakam with the defensive effort. Toronto trailing. Left side, Anunoby. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Toronto foul.
New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game.
Second team foul.
Rose outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. And here's Barnes. Count the basket. Barnes has got 8 here in this quarter.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Rose against Van Vliet. Pass to Toppin. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Raptors. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Got a hand on it. Quickly outside. Rose outside. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. 1 second left. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. Appreciate it, Allie. And
Your record, 26. The Knicks, 26.
we've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And Toronto calls time here. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a fearless competitor Van Vliet is. Figures out ways to score inside while being covered.
Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Physicality is no problem for Siakam. He pushes off the contact and gets it to go.
Outside Brunson. To the paint. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Brunson. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Brunson after the basket by Toronto. And he jams it home with authority.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 10. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries.
That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Randall on the screen. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know what sticks out with Barnes is his versatility on both ends of the court.
BA, let's talk about the defensive end. He is disruptive. He has a 7'3" wingspan, and he can guard 1 through 5. Offensively, he can handle, pass, and score. The sky is the limit for Scotty Barnes, BA.
Now here's Anunoby. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
OG's a tricky cover, has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Van Vliet finds Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Robinson with the block. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Brunson. Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Brunson. Robinson passes to Brunson. Hart from long range. Doesn't go that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He has all the tools. Scotty getting things done.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
And that length of Siakam really comes in handy on both ends, Smitty.
BA, he's tough to guard because he's able to get his shots up over most guys due to that length. And then on the defensive end, capable of guarding the post and the perimeter.
A minute 31 left in the third quarter.
If you want a free shirt,
Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 16. Outside for Randall. The 3, Barrett. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds in the game. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Pirtle. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Here's Hart. Pass to Robinson. It's stolen by Pirtle. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. Pirtle with the ball. Siakam outside. Back to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Siakam. 3 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Tough to contain Siakam around the rim. He has underrated strength.
At the line for Toronto, Pascal Siakam.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Brunson up top, guarded by Van Vliet. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson passes to Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Anytime you can get Randall moving toward the rim, that's a good thing.
And an Anunoby for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors, you.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Now a timeout called by New York.
From you, it's time to get live.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Toronto calls timeout. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
They know they need to change things up and do it quickly. They cannot allow him to keep running wild.
It'll be a Raptors timeout.
Well, the Knicks shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. On the floor for New York. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett in at the 3, small forward. Now here's Barnes. And that's going to be a travel.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Now here's Brunson. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And the basket by Van Vliet. And the Raptors lead by 1. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Randall. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Here's Brunson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The 6th man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Siakam outside. Anunoby against Barrett, and Anunoby gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 4.
If you're OG Anunoby, it's about staying healthy. You already know if you're healthy and whole, you can be successful.
Here's Robinson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter. The Knicks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Here's Brunson. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
Now here's Barnes. 1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Whoa, wait a second.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Huge shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver in these situations.
That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there. Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. To the middle. Randall, the pass to Barrett. Out to the right wing. Barnes against Brunson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Van Vliet against Brunson. Anunoby on the take. Outside Barnes. Right side, Anunoby. Up top, Siakam. The Knicks with the rebound. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Hart to take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team. Jakob Poeltl connecting in the clutch.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
If there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Brunson against Van Vliet. Here's Robinson, and he buries it.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Brunson against Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Oh, off target.
Such an important part of what this team does. A lot of weight on Siakam here.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're behind by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. It's in!
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
And Toronto calls time here. Guys, what do you think?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
Come on, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
This would tie it. Cans it to force overtime.
This is as good as it gets. A big-time bucket to send it to OT.
Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here's Brunson. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And that one's good for Brunson.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now here's Hart. There's the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That's on Jakob Poeltl. Free throw good. Hart. Toronto trailing. Van Vliet outside. Here's Pirtle. Siakam outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I think what you love about Pascal Siakam, he never stops working on his game, and he's self-motivated.
First free throw is good. Siakam hits them both. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And here's Brunson. Driving inside. First one falls for him.
Shooting for New York.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And what action in this one. We're about a minute into overtime. Outside for Randall. There's the three. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
You just can't give him that shot anymore. Julius is now comfortable from distance.
Siakam, no good. And here's New York now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Randall. Out to the right wing. Brunson against Van Vliet. Pirtle with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three. Another shot. And it's laid up and in by Pirtle.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 during this OT session. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Kicks it out to Barrett. Drives to the hoop.
Man, good whistle there.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. The Raptors have gone only 1 for 4 in OT so far. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Hart with it. Pass to Brunson. Now Randall. Barrett with it. Randall right side. Here's Robinson. It's good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Pass to Randall. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Siakam.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought.
Sports. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Van Vliet finds Pirtle.
And gotta admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen. Once he gets the ball, the D is finished.
Capella sets a screen for Young. Pirtle with the steal. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Here's Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Capella with a screen on Van Vliet. Young from outside. Rebound by the Raptors.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Pirtle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Young.
Defense is going to have to work overtime to get out to Trae Young in that kind of distance.
And there's the pass to Pirtle. Here's Siakam. Pirtle trying to get open. Siakam misses.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Young outside. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Barnes down low to the left side wing. For 3, Van Vliet. Offensive rebound, Anunoby. Here's Siakam. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now, here's Anunoby. Murray with the defensive effort. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now Young. Capella with a screen on Van Vliet. Young with no one around. Here's Capella, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Siakam left side. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3 in the key. Atlanta ball.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. And here's Young from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 11 points.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often. Fair or not, as long as Trae Young is in the NBA, he will be connected to Luka Doncic. And that night back in 2018 during the draft, where those two guys swapped teams.
Now, here is Young. following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And a shoot-first point guard, VanVleet, understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
And so VanVleet nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. Anunoby against Murray. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Collins looking around. And here's Young from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. 17 points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Collins setting the big for Young. Another three for Atlanta.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Hawks lead by 16. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
Collins finds Young for the 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. In this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run, it allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Here's the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Anunoby. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Murray's got his first points in this one.
Trae Young continuing to read and scan the floor, and that time finds an open teammate.
Here's Barnes, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And now the first timeout call here for the Hawks, and it's a completely new group for Atlanta. The Hawks leading by 16. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bogdanovich passes to Bay. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Van Vliet outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Over in the corner, Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
To the wing on the left. Bay passes to Forrest. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Griffin kicks to Bay. He's off on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Siakam pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Siakam's got 5.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Van Vliet against Bogdanovich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Siakam's shot is off. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Hawks. Bay passes to Okongwu.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Raptors trail by 20. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the 3-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And the Raptors call time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every 3-pointer he takes right now.
And here are the Raptors now. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. From the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Siakam for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Van Vliet against Young. No good on the triple. Raptors shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Here's Anunoby, and he uses the glass on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Young's shot is good.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And Siakam throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that. And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And again, Toronto no luck. Atlanta's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. A 3-ball. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Barnes hits them both. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Young against Van Vliet. The 3. And again, it's Trae Young with the triple. Young's got 38 points.
And so far, Young is making the defense look old. He is on fire to start this one.
Here's Anunoby. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Young from outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anunoby has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Young against Van Vliet. Capella sets a screen for Young. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 41.
Great to watch Trae Young set plays up on a nightly basis.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Van Vliet against Young. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Barnes. Here's Anunoby. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses. Fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And Atlanta has possession. Young taking his time here. Capella with a screen on Van Vliet. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Barnes kicks to Anunoby. Back to Barnes. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Young outside. Collins setting the big for Young. Good if it goes. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely...
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Hawks shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. On-court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Capella in at the 5. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Young with the steal. Shoots the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Siakam. Now the dish to Pirtle. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Capella sets a screen for Young. To the middle, Pirtle with the steal. Siakam up top. He's covered by Murray. Anunoby against Capella. Young with the steal. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. And it's off from 3-point range. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Young with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Now, here is Young. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 with that last one. The kick out to Barnes. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Capella with a screen on Van Vliet.
And Collins is shown to be a game changer on the floor. The problem for him has been staying on the floor. Has fought the injury bug his whole career.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Collins, he has yet to play close to a full slate of games, Greg, in a single season.
Collins has missed time in each season he's played. He's young enough. A few years of good injury fortune can change the narrative. And let's just hope that's the case for his sake.
The Raptors have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The kick out to Barnes. The 3-pointer, no good. Atlanta is shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Young inside. Covered by Van Vliet. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 46 points. Siakam inside. Working on Collins. Nobody near Barnes. Young with the steal.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Young for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Anunoby with it. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Siakam. The long distance three is Barrett. Here's Young. Collins wide open. He fires. Atlanta again missing. Barnes finds Pirtle. Second shot opportunity. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.
mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. And it's the Hawks to start out. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Hunter is the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Young. Hits the three-pointer. And these are two high-flying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
Here's Young. Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Outside Brunson. Outside for Randall. This one for 3. Capella with a rebound. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the left side wing. Young against Robinson. Left side Young. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hart. Young can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Now here's Collins. Outside Young. Let's go with a 3. And it's Young again missing. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Collins with it. Randall's in his pocket. Murray from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Pass to Robinson to end the drought. And he's going to the... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the
previous play is under review.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Randall. Randall draws the double. Here's Brunson. Young with the defensive effort. Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And there's Collins on the assist by Hunter.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
The 3, Randall. It's stolen by Hunter. And a fast break now for the Hawks. The shot no good. New York goes the other way with it. Here's Hart on the take. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
First team foul.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Young from long range. Hart pulls it in. New York trailing. Pass to Randall. Back to Hart. Randall outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside. Boy, when you think back to 2021 and the year Julius Randle had, guys, a first-time All-Star, winner of the Most Improved Player Award that year, but then follows it up with a disappointing 2022 season.
And that one's good for Brunson.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
They kick it out to Murray. 40 seconds left to play in the first. And Collins with the slam.
I mean, defending this team, you have to track Collins in the pick and roll. He'll hurt you if you lose him.
Randall, a screen on Young. Brunson with it, picked up by Collins. Here's Randall. The shot, no good. And it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Collins, left side. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Collins with a screen on Barrett. Young from long range. It's hauled in by Robinson.
With not a defender in sight, there's no one to blame but himself.
Here's Hart. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the first quarter is...
Your Knicks City Kings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the center position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Young from outside the arc. No good there.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Over the last couple of season scores, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Now here's Young. Give him 8. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Known for his long-range shooting, when Young gets some wiggle room, he fires with confidence.
Randall, a screen on Young. Randall outside. Launches it. Doesn't go that time, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Murray with it. Hard covering. Kicks it out to Collins. Tipped away. And they're pushing it up. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
And Young draws the double. Pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And here's Randall. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randall, but he powers through it anyway.
Now here's Young. He's got 11. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Young against Barrett. Yes, it's good. Barrett's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Now here's Young. Here's Murray. Deflected. And about 3 minutes played now in the 2nd quarter. Brunson passes to Robinson. It's Barrett on the wing. Up top, Randall. Elbow shot. Clock at 4. Shoots from the baseline. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Atlanta calls timeout. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Brunson. There's the drive. And a nice finish on the layup.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Forrest. Brunson defending. Pass to Bay. Shoots over Randall. Outside Bogdanovich. Soft touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 8.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Here's Brunson. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And out of bounds. The Knicks will take it.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
Outside for Randall. The ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bay. Down low, Okongwu. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's Atlanta finishing the quarter. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. Up, clock at 6. Back to Hunter. Collins outside. And the Hawks call time here.
One of the things you have to think about with the New York Knicks, there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
Now here's Hunter. Comes up empty down low. Now Brunson. 10 points for him. Into the lane, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now. Yeah, Doris, having the pieces fit and being able to find consistent success has eluded the Knicks.
Right, some of that has been a bit out of their control, but there does seem to be this constant tinkering as they search for something that really works for them. They've got to figure this out. Knicks fans are long suffering.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Knicks. Hunter on the wing. Back to Capella. Hunter with the ball, and it's Robinson picking him up. From deep, Capella. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Murray passes to Young. Puts up a 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Capella with a rebound. The Hawks leading. Outside Young. Screen by Capella. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Barrett passes to Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Rebounded by the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
That one misses.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Breaker dance through.
So for the Knicks, Toppin comes in for Julius Randle, and it's Derrick Rose in for Brunson. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Rose against Young. Pass to Toppin. This for the tie! Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 7 tonight. And for the Hawks, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
There's Young with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Toppin outside for 3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Toppin's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Greg.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in.
Now here's Rose. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Toppin. Back to Rose. Plenty of space. Can't get it to drop. And Atlanta will come the other way. Right side Murray. Now here's Capella. Fires the 3. Murray, no good. For New York, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Young against Barrett. Outside Young. Buries it from 3. Young's got 6 here in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Toppin outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, I'll tell you, he does not let the potential contact impede his progress. Toppin is aggressive.
And the Knicks making a change here. Good on the second one. Outside Young. With 1 on the clock. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
The scoring ability of Young is just unreal. It's what's made him an all-star.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got Jalen Brunson. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Hart in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And I tell you, there are few players more exciting in the open floor than Obi Toppin. So much fun to watch him get in transition.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Knicks call time here. Julius Randle's checked in for Toppin. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He said in the huddle, quote, "We are in this game. Keep fighting. We win this one if we all play with 100% effort." Imploring his troops to stay aggressive. Guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Collins with a screen on Barrett. There's Young with the 3. He buries it from 3. Young's got 11 in the second half.
Trust Young to put the offense on his back. He loves showing up and doing big numbers for his team.
And a big finish by Robinson.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Barrett against Young. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brunson against Young. Randle outside. Fires from deep. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, Julius Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make 3-point shots. Nice delivery.
Young from long range. The Knicks with the rebound. Randle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Outside Young to the middle. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist by Young. And the Hawks lead by 3 for New York. They've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. Brunson passes to Robinson. To the paint. And he recovers it.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Barrett against Young. Takes it inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Randle, the pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Randle with the jam.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket.
And here's Collins for 3. Can't hit that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. For 3, Randle. Rebounded by the Hawks. Right side, Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And the confidence Collins has is impressive. Doesn't feel any pressure taking these big shots.
Brunson against Young. Brunson misses.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Here's Randle. 2 points. That one goes. Randle's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his third foul so far. 1:06 left to play in the fourth. Young against Barrett from behind the arc. Young misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. Oh, he nails it!
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
Outside Brunson. Inside. Doesn't go for him. Collins with the defensive effort. Atlanta with the ball. Pass to Capella. To the inside. Barrett against Young. Capella screen on Barrett. Kicks it out to Collins. From the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Randall. Now a timeout called by New York. They're down by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Young from long range. So this one belongs to the Hawks. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
sports. NBA action is coming up. We'll watch the Toronto Raptors in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks here in New York. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the five for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. And Smitty, Fred VanVleet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run an offense. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer, and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots.
Now here's Randall, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Assertive move by Pascal Siakam, slamming it in before anyone can contest it.
Robinson with the block. Randall against VanVleet. Randall passes to Robinson. Randall down low, and the layup is good.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And finished off by Siakam.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
Here's Brunson to the inside. And Barnes sends it back.
How about the commitment on defense from Scotty Barnes? Skilled at swatting them away.
VanVleet passes to Pirtle. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Barnes can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Brunson has it in the corner. Robinson a screen on VanVleet. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Pass to Robinson. Stolen by VanVleet. Barnes passes to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Now Siakam. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. New York with the ball. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the first. Brunson the pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson. Robinson a screen on VanVleet. Inside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Siakam inside. Randall on him. Siakam good.
You can't teach court awareness. Barnes understands when his guys are uncovered.
Here's Brunson. Great D that time from Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
7'2" wingspan. OG Anunoby throwing it down.
And Brunson, here we go. 2 points, that one goes.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Brunson the pass.
Yes. Showing not just the dominance, but the creativity. Randall with the highlight reel play.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Pirtle, over Robinson, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Knicks trail by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now Brunson to the paint. Randall no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Barnes passes it to Van Vliet. 4 seconds left, and he lays it up and in.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
OG Anunoby has great lateral quickness. Gets it done deep.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Raptors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Rose is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Barrett at the small forward position. They're the group New York will start the second with.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Poeltl. He capitalized on that one.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him. Toronto with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to VanVleet. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
The coaches have to love when Pascal Siakam gets in a scoring groove. He's capable of making a big impact on the scoreboard.
Rose passes to Randall. And stolen by Siakam. Jumps up. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Here's Rose. Knocked away. Raptors leading by 10. VanVleet outside. He's looking for Poeltl and finds him. He can't get it to go. And New York will come the other way. Randall outside. Outside for Robinson. Siakam against Randall. Robinson a screen on Siakam. And Randall throws it down.
If you let Julius Randall get to the rim, this is what you can expect.
22-14.
VanVleet against Rose. VanVleet with the bucket. VanVleet's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Anunoby against Hart. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Jalen Brunson was checked in for Derrick Rose.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson against Van Vliet. Brunson the pass to Robinson. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And now it's only a 5-point Raptor lead.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Anunoby. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anunoby's got his second basket.
If you're OG Anunoby, it's about staying healthy. You already know if you're healthy and whole, you can be successful.
Van Vliet finds Pirtle. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Outside for Randall. Pirtle with the steal. Down low. That shot misses. Randall with some nice D. Barrett against Barnes. To the middle. Pirtle with the steal. Barnes left side. And finished off by Siakam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Siakam a screen on Brunson. Van Vliet attacking. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with the block. And they recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
New York ball.
Brunson against Van Vliet. The shot's good from Brunson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Siakam. Robinson with the block. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Thank you, David. We'll be back after him.
21, the Raptors, 30.
If you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
And the Raptors call time here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Anunoby, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Julius Randle picks one up.
OG's a tricky cover, has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
First one falls for him. Smitty, OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK. When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season, works hard on his game.
Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 8 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Van Vliet outside. The dish to Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet. Feeds to Pirtle. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Hart with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Barrett for three. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Picked his pocket. Randle outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Second chance effort. Robinson slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
The Knicks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. That has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Here's Randle. Rebound by the Raptors.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Knicks trail by 10. There's a screen by Robinson. To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And now that's 11 points for Mitchell Robinson. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home.
Van Vliet against Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Van Vliet picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
Here's Brunson. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
And the latest now. Oh, what a play!
Watch your head. Hello, Scotty Barnes throws it down. Okay, young fella.
The pass to Barrett. Back to Brunson. Randle with a screen for Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And both free throws good for Brunson. And here are the Raptors now. They lead by 11. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brunson kicks to Randall. And stolen by Siakam. The finish. And Siakam throws it down.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
Hart the pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. And Brunson has it in the corner. Here's Hart. Outside for Randall. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Van Vliet with it. Right wing. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Outside Robinson. Raptors leading by 15. Pirtle finds Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And give Siakam credit for putting pressure on the defense, forcing them to get aggressive with him.
At the line, 2 shots.
Siakam hits them both. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the left wing. Randall against Siakam. Robinson dishes to Randall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, there's a lot of natural power to Randall's game. He's a handful in there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game. Generating a lot of points for them.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. New York calls timeout. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if we have enough to beat them.
Thanks so much, David. Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet to the inside. Pirtle with the steal. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. And he makes that one. And the Raptors lead by 17.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Brunson kicks to Robinson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the Knicks miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Brunson against Van Vliet. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Brunson the pass to Robinson.
Toronto foul. Jakob Poeltl. Second personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Team foul. Mitchell Robinson.
And he sinks the second. Here's Van Vliet. Barnes looking around. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Hard against Anunoby.
2 minutes.
The feed to Poeltl. Over Robinson. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 3. There's Poeltl. Robinson pulls it in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Knicks trail by 19. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Brunson. It's tipped and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
1:33 left in the 4th. Stolen by Robinson.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Raptors.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Pascal Siakam.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Here's Brunson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
4th team foul.
That one falls for Brunson.
At the line, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brunson. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. They trail by 18. Hart finds Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Got a piece of it. Poeltl with the steal. Barnes with it. Robinson picks him up. Poeltl against Brunson. Knicks with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer Randall. Second chance shot out left to the wing and stolen by Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. And good that time.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
From deep. Missed. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.